Hello, people of Earth and beyond, or not. And you could be anywhere, actually. So, if you're watching this video is about, you've guessed it, another line of very small series, just basic fundamentals of spiritual knowledge. And today we're going to be talking about the third or solar plexus chakra, also known as a Hindu word that I cannot pronounce, which translates to English as lustrous gem or a city of jewels. So, today, in today's video, we're actually talking about the last, the last of the lower chakra centers. So the first three are at a lower vibrational frequency than the next four that we're going to be talking about in my next weeks to come, or who knows, maybe I'll get my life together and make a video a day. Move on to something far more interesting. We can only hope. Anyway, so the element to this chakra is fire. The color is yellow. It is your, obviously, solar plexus. If you don't know where that is, it's right here in this area where your chest cavity ends, and kind of where your intestines or your stomach, well, I guess your stomach is off to the left, but it doesn't matter. It's in that general area where that gap is at the bottom of your chest cavity, just a little bit farther down. So, yeah, and sorry, I don't know why, I'm just weird. So, this specific chakra is blocked by shame or perceived concepts of shame. So that can be translated to emotional abuse or trauma, or things that people have told you were humiliating, and that can affect your this chakra, of course, and in tantamount to your self-esteem. Or shame can be brought on by a complete awareness of wrongdoing or foolish behavior. So there's that. So like I was saying earlier, each chakra rotates at different speeds, and they're all different colors, obviously, and determines their speeds determine their frequency. So yeah, we're discussing the last of the three lower chakras. So I suppose I could talk about, since we were talking about just the different elements related, just briefly we could kind of pull aside to the idea that certain astrological signs are tantamount to certain element energies, which would be, of course, equivalent to certain chakra points being mainly in power. And while that idea is very attractive, it's somewhat true, but not completely. So there's several coordinating different elements to astrological signs, and there's just to start, there's the sun sign, the moon sign, and the ascendant sign, and then you have all the houses and planets and everything. It's literally game. It's like a gamer stats. This is what things are gonna be like near the beginning of your life. Obviously, you can change, or else we wouldn't have been given free will or desire. Of course, back to the second chakra. But this third chakra kind of gives you personal power, the ability to take action on that free will. So when this chakra is out of balance, it sorry, it's my cat. What does that sound? It shows as low self-esteem. You have trouble making decisions. You could have control issues. Now, a lot of these out of balance in the negative sense of some of these chakras, they kind of line up with each other, like having control issues in the second chakra is more related to relationships instead of like with power. um, with this chakra could relate to more of like controlling things in your environment, although it could still make you feel like you have a lack of power, even though um, I believe the root of insecurity is actually in your first chakra, but it also affects your second and third chakra. So I mean, these issues are spread across the chakras and don't just like originate mostly or are contained to just one specific chakra. Um, but yeah, also it can relate to like having no access to your instincts. So like when people get like gut feelings, like we were talking about in some of my other videos, claircognizance is the come here, come here, is the ability to know things kind of by like gut instinct. Come here. And that is claircognizance. So yeah, I mean, I have that video. Just click on my profile. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video. I really should be working on my outros more, but this is more of a... I'm just getting started on this kind of stuff, so you'll have to forgive my informalities as I get used to how all of this works. But yeah, like, subscribe, if nothing else, for my cat. Please don't lay on that. Thank you. So just kind of getting back into it. So that's my hand. Stop it. The physical symptoms of this being out of balance can definitely be related. Can you stop? Can definitely be related to like fatigue, overeating, or having like being overweight around the stomach area, or excessive weight. IBS, which is irritable bowel syndrome, digestive issues, ulcers, low blood sugar, and diabetes. Excuse me. While doing this research, I also saw that it also relates to issues with hepatitis. Now, I'm sure, because there is an exception to every rule, that people probably have this issue just pop up out of nowhere. And I'm not going to say, because I'm totally medically certified to make this assumption, but what I do know is that strong emotions do affect our body and can cause imbalances, not just within our chakras, but within our just within our bodies and how they function. As an example, stress can cause you to have like digestive issues. I mean, and that's just among one of many severe things that could happen to your body just from having an acute feeling of stress. Now, anger is also another thing that can cause a lot of problems with your stomach. Sadness can cause you to feel heavy and not want to get out of bed, or that could affect your first chakra, your ability for survivability. I mean, there's a tantamount of emotions that can cause just a great amount of issues in the body. So if you can afford it, I always recommend seeing a therapist. Even if you don't have anything going on, if you can afford it, just see a therapist. Why not? Anyway, so people with this chakra, when it's in excess, so like you'll see people kind of like in the workforce, they have just like, or not even in the workforce, but they just have like they just have excessive activity. They're just constantly always doing something, trying to achieve goals, just constantly going at it. So just kind of like relentless goal setting. And this kind of overactivity in the chakra can lead to massive egos, power trips, and even um, your chakra points can actually blow out. So like your energy points can have so much energy going through it that it just stops. Like it's like it explodes and it stops working, it stops functioning, it stops sending specific energies around because all your chakra points are connected. So having one blown out will leave, um, more specifically, your lower two chakras in need. It'll throw your whole life out of balance having these chakras not functioning. There are other people that can cord their heart chakra um, and their solar chakra together and just kind of use that like as a battery pack for the chakra. I'm sure that can be done with any combination of chakra points. So that's interesting. Um, I don't really know that, but yeah. Um, So I probably should have said this at the beginning, but this is the chakra of willpower, self-esteem, personal power, um, ego, personality, authenticity, and it deals in matters of the warrior spirit. Um, so yeah, I mean that is the basics of that chakra. Of course, keeping things in balance, you can definitely try meditation. There's definitely different types of meditations, affirmations, um, therapy. Um, there's a bunch of stuff you can do to kind of keep this one tip top shape and in order. Because really, it connects your feelings into actions, um, which is very obviously important to getting anything done nowadays. So, yeah, I feel like I want to keep talking, but I probably should let this video go. I don't know. Comment if you guys want to see anything in particular. I do have a fair amount of research and a literal whole 2 bookshelves of books that I've been collecting for like 11 years of spiritual knowledge that I've just been constantly adding to over time. So comment if you want to see a video in particular or a topic in particular that you want me to talk about. But if not, I have a list and I'm just going to keep going down the list, and we're going to get through all 8 of the chakra points, and yeah, we'll get there. And just real quick, a lot of people think that this chakra or the heart is the seat of the soul. For me, for a really long time, I thought the heart chakra was the seat of the soul just because of Egyptian belief systems, how they would weigh your heart against a scale in the afterlife to see if you were worthy of passing on or not. So I always thought that the seat of the soul was in the heart. But it's not, and I will discuss that at the end of these videos. So there you go. Have yourself a wonderful night. Yeah, like, subscribe, and deuces.